day. From TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. Winston and the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Cole McDonald and the Tennessee Titans.
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2015 out of Florida State, Jameis Winston.
And coming off of an early season open week. Situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Jayon Brown in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They are led by their quarterback from the University of Hawaii, a former 7th-round pick. It's Cole McDonald.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. That's about all. 3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he gets it down to the 32. And, you know, he may not have the franchise tag, but I bet they're relieved to have that deal done, keep him around.
And he's a good guy, a valuable player to them, and they wanted to make sure they had him around. Good team chemistry. Always hard to find, and when you've got it, you don't want to let it get away.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw on second down. McDonald, he's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21.
Gain of 10.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 14-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
The tackle made at the 12.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
The 8-yard line.
From the 8, they've got it for... First and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Second and
moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. KJ Hamler, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Adoree Jackson.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. On the return, Jackson. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Jaguars nothing.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
The Jaguars.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Steps away to his left. He'll run it. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. And even 40 yards.
1st and 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, Winston. And he completes it to Westbrook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for only a couple. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
At the Titans' 9-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off at about the 31. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
43-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
McDonald.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Running is Swift. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Operating from the gun. McDonald to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. The gun, McDonald, and it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Tucker McCann to kick off for Tennessee.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
That catch good for only a couple.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That's once again complete to Chark.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception, but not on that one. Everything came together and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of
at the 46-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Winston, he'll find his man, Laviska Shenault. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43. 12 yards there and a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
Winston sacked.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. There they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Ball carrier.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. McDonald, he's going deep for Brown.
McDonald's pass.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Here's Jackson to return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get in the field goal range.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
McDonald's. A loss of 5 yards. It's second down.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Out of the gun, McDonald. And this is incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it'll bring up third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
For A.J. Brown. Incomplete.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They're going to try and throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Tucker McCann for the extra point.
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Josh Lambo to kick off.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here are the Titans to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier. He was tackled.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, McDonald. Smith catches left side.
McDonald's.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
A 7-yard gain.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And that is incomplete.
McDonald's pass.
And that went off the mark, a little late with a throw.
Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Henry. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
The ball carrier.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
2 yards. And the Titans first down.
On 1st and 10, McDonald. And And that is incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run here with Swift. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From the gun on 3rd down, McDonald's pass. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Winston. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Jameis to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do in good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
Ties the game.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we are tied at 21.
The kickoff for Jacksonville.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
For the running back.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
A.J. Brown and the Titans getting the ball back here. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
11 yards there, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First down, Titans.
Operating from the gun. McDonald. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
To DeAndre Swift.
It's a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
44-yard line.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
On the carry.
And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. DeAndre Swift. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line.
That's good.
A first down there on a pickup the 25.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. This is Shenault on the receiving end. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Jacksonville. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. 1st down, Winston. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Intended and 14.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw is Winston. Being checked. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Jaguars' 23-yard line.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And it's caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. First target, first catch, and a first down. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop it right around the line of scrimmage. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
His kick is...
They were able to push him backwards on 1st down, but this time he forces his way in.
I wonder if he went back to the huddle and said, guys, just a little bit more help, and I can get it done on this one. Maybe even overruled the play call from the sideline, just feeling like he had that opportunity, and he wanted to cash it in.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Gun, he'll hand this off. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
In punt formation.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry the ball.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
And 8 at the 25-yard line.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
K.J. Hamler, the ball carrier.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's McDonald. He finds Corey Davis.
McDonald's pass.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Winston. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
Winston's pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 34-yard line.
To throw, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw on 2nd down. McDonald, throw left side, complete. That's Smith.
McDonald's pass.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, McDonald. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
McDonald's pass.
He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. They caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now, because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
At the 32-yard line.
Now Winston. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Good for a Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
The 1st down throw for Winston. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now Winston. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. DeAndre Baker, the first corner chosen in this year's draft, there to make the play defensively. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on here to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
46-yard line.
Winston readies the offense. Down by 10. Less than 90 seconds to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
That's good for a Jaguar.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up. The open man is Westbrook.
Winston.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Here's Winston. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around a 30. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Titans, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
I don't be with him, he's so basic. Boy, you the op and your bros hating. All of them fake, I see both faces. Scared of the whip, it's a ghost racing. I knock them down to their cold cases. Marathon run, I'ma slow pace it. They did not want me to go places. Foil plans like the gold place. And if we pulling up with the whole squad, are you ready? Done told y'all that you better be running. I'm in my go yard when I walk in, I know y'all telling me nothing. I'm the man, suck it if y'all in denial. I get the chip on them and I bust out the south side. Is that Vigo de Gallo? Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, done.
Hey, I don't know no better, I'm on this every day. You cannot run with me, boy, I'm a heavyweight. Baby, I know what's coming, I could barely wait. And when it was on, they wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. Yeah, more action and no talk, I went quiet on him. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him.
Hey, couple of bands up in my pocket. I don't want pause to get wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when I'm honest. Penthouse building, reach heaven's heights. Nah, that's what you call a God complex.
Remember the days I was down low when it was out cold, but I went out and got it. Look at my milestones, man, it feel like the Dow Jones when you look at my pocket.
Look at the flex, yeah. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, yo, stop it, quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me, stylish, stylish. Masterpiece, body, done.